Well, hey y'all, welcome to Throttle Power. In this video, I want to share with you my cool stuff I got on the Black Friday sale at my local hobby shop and some pretty neat shop news that I've got coming for you guys. Let's get into my Black Friday haul. Got a whole bag of stuff here. Picked up a kit. I got the last Cobra chopper. Was glad to get this, glad they came back out with them. I've got all the choppers now. I've always wanted to build these. I haven't built these choppers since they came out originally, probably 30, 35, 40 years ago. Been a long time. So glad the Cobra chopper's out. Got a whole bag of stuff here. Got some snow products. Got an AK snow. Got some Tamiya snow. The reason I picked up the snow is I am trying to finish a stalled product I had started a few years back. It's a semi, and it's supposed to be sitting in a snow scene with the black smoke coming out of the smokestack, which is pretty cool. And I couldn't get the snow consistency right using baking soda. It just wasn't right. And when I would go try to set it, it just didn't turn out right. So I'm going to try to practice with some snow, and hopefully I can get that thing finished up. That's going to be a pretty cool diorama. I got some more panel liner. Can't have enough Tamiya panel liner. I've got several panel liners back here. Black, brown, I think the tan. They've got probably 5 or 6 of them out. And picked up some new glue. I'm going to try this glue. I had, I don't know, probably 6 months ago, filmed a really cool video of all the glues I use and why. I'd been asked that a lot of times, and filmed that video and was actually getting ready to release it, and then lo and behold, Model Master is no longer sold. So I did not release that video. And this is almost empty. This is my favorite glue. I'm going to be sad when this is gone. So the hobby shop said to try this Fowler Glue, and it's supposed to be the same thing with a metal tip, same consistency. So we're going to try this. We'll see how it works. I'll let you know. It's this metal tip that I really like, plus the glue is great. Can you see that metal tip? Love that. But anyway, Model Master no more. And I got some paints in here. Let's pull all these paints out of the bag. I'm tired of hearing that bag. Got some white paint. I love Tamiya paint. Sprays great through the airbrush, and there's a great way to hand brush it too. Got this Tamiya white paint. This is the finish up. Well, my trailer that I drilled all the holes in, remember that from a while back where there was like 3,000 some holes? I had a little contest. Whoever could guess how many holes I drilled won a prize. And I had someone guess pretty close. I'm still thinking you counted the holes. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I need a tractor to go with that trailer, so I'm going to probably use one of the Ford city delivery trucks, like the Ford C600 AMT city delivery. Take that box off, shorten the frame, and use that cab to hook up to that 50 style car trailer, which would be pretty cool. And I need to paint it an off-white, so I needed more white paint. And a few other colors here. I got a Tamiya Hall Red, a Tamiya Dark Iron, and a Tamiya Dark Yellow number 2. You're probably asking, why'd you get those colors? Those are military colors. Yeah, they are. Here's why. The other kit I got is this cool looking tank. To paint this tank, I've already got the green, so I just needed the other colors. Now, before you leave the video, this is the most important part of the video. Don't leave yet, because I got some cool stuff to tell you what's coming up on this channel, and you are not going to want to miss it, trust me. But anyway, this tank's going to lead into what I'm wanting to tell you. I'm wanting to build this tank. I thought it was pretty cool. I like to build it just box stock because it's got all this photo etch for the screening and everything. Bend it all up, kind of make it dusty and rusty and dirty and muddy and used. It'd be a pretty cool, I think, box stock build for all the IPMS shows I go to. I can enter this in box stock under the tanks. But anyway, on to the news. What I wanted to let you in on is I have been working very hard on a weathering series. Numerous videos. I'm still working on the videos. I'm going to wait till all the videos are finished and then start releasing this series, probably 1 or 2 videos a week. There's numerous videos on weathering only. I've been doing weathering for 30 or 40 years. I am by far not the best, but I think I've been doing it long enough to where I can put out a pretty good video to show the basics and show you how to weather. I get a lot of people asking me about weathering, even when I go to a model contest, because most of the models I enter are weathered. I'd rather build a weathered model than a pretty model. And it's so fun to weather. And that's kind of why I branch off and doing a tank once in a while, because you can weather a tank. In fact, you have to weather a tank. But the way I picked up weathering is when I go to these IPMS shows, the best guys at weather are your military builders, hands down. If you go to a model contest and there's tanks entered, find a military vehicle that's weathered, find out who built it, go ask that guy how he did stuff. That's how I learned how to weather. I found some people that gave me a bunch of tips and tricks, and I went from there, started doing it, and then of course you develop your own technique, but that's what got me into weathering. I love weathering. It's super fun, and I know a lot of you guys out there like it too, because I get asked all the time about my weathering, how you do this, how you do that. That weathering series will be out this winter, and like I said, there's going to be numerous videos on it. And what I need you to do down below, if there's a weathering technique you want to know about, put it down below. I will make sure I get a video on it. I got a video coming out on just how to cut tubing. My 32 Ford that I built, that high boy, that's steel colored. I replaced the spreader bars front and rear with aluminum tubing. Guy asked, hey, how'd you cut that tubing? No problem. Got a video on it. It's a neat little video on just how to cut tubing. It's a really easy technique, and it'll save you a lot of time and headaches, and cut it very precisely and easily, plastic tubing or aluminum tubing. And the other thing I got going on, I started this today, this little Foose Ford truck. Got it all mocked up, seeing how it's sitting. It's a group build I'm doing this December. And some other stuff. My 40 Fords are going on. There's 3 of them sitting back there. They're in the process of going. Those are all going to be weathered, and I think this Foose truck's going to be weathered too. Why not? I'm just in that weathering mood. I think that's why I got that tank. But anyway, a lot of cool videos coming up. Make sure you subscribe, because you aren't going to want to miss, especially the weathering series. And leave down below what technique you want to know, and I'll cover it. And I don't care if you're the best weatherer in the world or if you've never weathered anything, these videos will have something in there for you. It's going to be designed to get you going, and that way you can kind of branch out and do it your own way. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just going to show you how I do it, and then you can copy from there and go from there. And I think it's going to really help you out. We'll see you on the next episode on Throttle Power.